Hi everyone, Comic Mike here with another video, and I'm gonna stick with the horror theme that I had started in my previous video where I did some Marvel Bronze Age. Today I'm gonna focus more on the DC Bronze Age, which are just as good. And forgive me for the background. I am currently renovating the room that will become my comic room and where I'll be shooting my videos, and I'll have better lighting and better setup. But until then, I have to do with what I have. I'm making everything myself, so basically it takes time to do it. So getting to the horror now. So I'd like to give a brief description of why I got into horror. And it started when I was really young, probably in the late 70s. The first movie that I have ever seen, the horror movie, was the movie The Exorcist from 1973. In 1978, they played it on TV. And for some reason, I don't know why, my mom and my grandmother allowed me to watch it with them. And I don't think they really knew what the movie was about, because if they did, I'm pretty sure they would never have shown me. I was like 5 or 6 years old. Nonetheless, I watched it, and it was probably one of the scariest movies ever made. Some people say it is the scariest movie ever made. I personally agree with that. Now, that movie was a phenomenon because the reaction to that film, of how people were after the movie was released, you can see it on old YouTube videos where people walking out of the theater crying, and some were throwing up. I think it's the religious aspect of the movie, because it wasn't like a monster movie, so it was probably for the people that were Catholic. It hit a nerve, you know. So either way, I consider it one of the best horror movies ever made. In 1997, I had gone to Chiller Theater. It was a convention, like a horror convention in New Jersey. I drove up with one of my buddies and we went and see, and there was autograph signings. And the person that I had saw there that I wanted the autograph the most was Linda Blair. So I had got a photo where she autographed it. I made her autograph it personally to me because I never had any intentions of selling this. So this has been in my possession since 1997, and until I die, it will be in my possession. This brought back a lot of memories of when I was with my grandmother and my mother watching the movie. This also started me liking horror movies, because after this, I was horror movies through my teenage years and everything to do with horror. And from horror movies, I got into horror comics. Recently, I did a little pickup. It's not a horror comic, it's a magazine. I normally don't collect magazines except for specific issues. I saw this and I had to have it. It's The House of Hammer #1 from 1976. This is a UK magazine because it's in 30 pence. Basically, it's a movie adaptation of the first Dracula movie, the Hammer films, which were probably in the 50s and 60s and 70s. The stories are all done in black and white, which a lot of magazines were done, which is fine with me because it gives to that old horror theme. So now we can get into the DC Bronze Age horrors. First one, we got Ghost Castle #1 from 1975. Some kind of mushroom monster. I don't know what it's supposed to be. This, I believe, is the first appearance of the Librarian. I don't know what other books they appeared in later, other than this one here. But this is a cool one. Next, we have Secrets of Haunted House #1, also from 1975. I originally, in my original comic book collection, I had the whole run of these. I sold them, unfortunately, so now I bought back #1, and I'm gonna be looking into rebuying back all the full run of this one here, because I always loved The Secrets of the Haunted House. A lot of nice covers in this one. Next, we have Weird Mystery Tales #1. This is a first appearance of Destiny, who I believe later appears in Sandman. Another cool cover. This one I think is 1972, I believe. Next we have Black Magic #1. This is Simon and Kirby special. Basically 1973. I love that giant head, small legs, just looks creepy. Now, there were other Black Magic titles in the Golden Age. I don't think this has anything to do with those books. Then we have probably my favorite cover so far of the Bronze Age, The Sinister House of Secret Love. This is a beautiful cover. I love this painted art, I would say. And if I'm not mistaken, well, this is 1971. It's an anthology, so I think there's several stories in there. And one of them is a Wes Craven story, which some of you don't know. Wes Craven, after, is the one who created Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger and those films. So he does do a lot of great stories. And the last one for today, it's not Bronze Age, it's more of a Copper Age, but it's horror themed, I guess, because it's Sandman #4. First appearance of Lucifer Morningstar. I like the TV show that they did. I recently purchased this one. I got it at a really low price because the hype of when the TV show was on, which made the value of this book go up high. I mean, it has come down, so I ended up getting it at a really affordable price. I think I paid it maybe like $12, and it's in a really high grade condition, so I have no problem with that. Lucifer Morningstar, I mean, he became quite an interesting character in the comics, and I think the TV show had a lot to do with that. So that's it for this video. For now, I'm going to try and keep the videos short because I have many more coming. The next video, I'm going to probably go into more in the superheroes, and then later on in some sci-fi. For those of you who are watching now, on Tuesday, April 1st, 7 p.m., I'm going to be on Matt Likes Comics show that he does, where he's going to interview me. And that way I can meet some new viewers or potential viewers to my channel. Hopefully we'll get some more subscribers, and we're going to take it from there, see where it goes. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you very much.